David Beckham is the first icon coming to SBCs this year in Ultimate Team, and the real question is this SBC worth it? Well, when you look at his transfer value, he's decently priced at the moment. However, when you check the SBC value, it is horrendous value. Even if you've got loads and loads of fodder, only an idiot would even consider doing this SBC. So naturally, we did it on stream. Now, I have my own reasons for doing this SBC. I mean, I had a lot of reasons not to do it. You know, the horrendous value, the fact I'm an Arsenal fan. There was a lot of reasons why I shouldn't have done them. But before Weekend League, I was using this card before Weekend League, and I was absolutely loving it, particularly for the role that he played in my team. And so when it came to this SBC coming out, I felt almost compelled that I had to do him, because he just works so well in my team. I did try Musiala at one point in my team to see if he would work instead, and it just wasn't the same. So when we're looking at this card, the obvious drawback is the 3-star. You know, when you're looking at midfielders, you're realistically looking for at least 4 stars in any of those. And I should add, you'll see here, obviously, the fact that the stats aren't that great. Obviously, this is the second time of me having the card, and his best position is obviously the box-to-box centre mid. He's not fast enough for the wing. And when you're looking at his stats as well, obviously passing is exceptional, as you would expect with David Beckham. His shooting was really good as well, and his dribbling was also pretty decent for myself. I found it needs a little agility boost, but obviously you can sort it with a chem style. Defending's not ideal, and his physical's okay. Obviously for the play styles, he was always going to have the dead ball situations. I did find this quite useful in game. You will see some clips in which I definitely utilised it. And, you know, he also has the likes of the finesse shot tray, pinpoint passer and stuff like that, which also I used quite heavily in game as well. So I really enjoyed using this card. He's actually the first player that I've ever scored directly from a corner kick with in Ultimate Team, so that was quite exciting on its own. You know, the fact of having that trait where he has the dead ball situation means that you can see a lot more accurately the flight of the ball beforehand. You know, the line is a lot more extended, so you can have a better idea of where the ball is going to go. And that is helpful, but I will add, it does take some getting used to. If you've used players like Madison that's got this as well, you know, you'll understand what I'm talking about. It does take just a little bit of time to get used to. Obviously, as well, for free kicks, he has his own stance as well, so that can take a little bit of getting used to as well. But his general play, I absolutely loved. There was just some elements to his game that really just completed the team, and one of the biggest things for me was actually his movement and his passing. I think I said one of the things I said too, but yeah, both of them were just so good, right? Both of them were just so good. His passing was unbelievable. His long shots, insane. Set pieces, obviously, really good. Trivela shots for days. And obviously, his market value, I think, is a very good price for this card. I mean, if he stays about under 350k, I think that is a very, very good price for this card. Very, very good price. I think generally a lot of icons this year have got quite good prices quite early on. Some of them will probably see rise, but I think realistically, if you've got the coins right now, try some icons out and see what you like. Now, the weak foot part, it is a drawback, but I found his Trivela shots really made up for that. And his finishing inside the box was also insane, which kind of adds to the point of where I say that his movement is really, really good. He just found his way into the box so easily sometimes, and I absolutely love that about my cam. I want my cam to be getting in the box past the striker, you know, do runs from deep, and he definitely did that. Now, I don't advise everyone playing him at striker, right? His agility is maybe not as high as what you would need for your cam, and that's kind of what I had him at. I had him at cam in the 4-2-3-1 most of the time. I did try him at box-to-box as well, and I did find his defending lacking a little bit. You will find that in some of the cons as well that I've listed, but his defending's not quite there. You can get some cards that can make up for it with their physicality, but this isn't one of those cards that's got really high physicality to make up for the lack of defending stats, and I just found he was quite weak going into tackles. The other element I was also thinking about was the longevity of this card. Obviously, longevity is a hard thing to predict, and it's one of the key elements we've looked at in the previous reviews as well. How long could we see this card in the game? And realistically, it's a hard one to guess, but I feel like round team of the year, we're not going to see this card so much in anyone's team. It's kind of a sad fact. I mean, I think the only thing you'll see it past Team of the Year realistically is people that are nostalgic about David Beckham, right? Because look, he is one of the biggest icons in the game. You know, when you're looking at David Beckham, you know, figure phrases like "Bend it like Beckham," "Golden Balls," you know, stuff like that. You just think of that, and then you got people wanting to recreate that free kick against Greece. Oh my, oh my! But I really enjoyed this card, and when I was figuring a rating, it was quite difficult. It was honestly quite difficult to think of a rating, but I think I'm going quite fair with a 7.8. I would love to go higher, but when other people were trying out this card, I just found them struggling to use them as well as I was. So I feel like he's better than Lampard, but it's like, this is what I was saying. He was a hard card to judge. I think 7.8 is fair. I think what he adds with the set pieces is invaluable. Having somebody that's got that trait is huge, and his passing is insane. And I just found his long shots actually in some ways better than Lampard, which seems crazy to say, but his Trivellas were just significantly more accurate than anyone that I've used so far. So I recommend using Trivellas if you are going to get this card. But team, do let me know what you think. And if you do the SBC, let me know your thoughts on Beckham and how you think that I've rated him. And also check out the other reviews as well. A lot of his assists are actually in the Gomez review, so make sure you check that out as well. But other than that, team, take care, and I'll catch you in the next one. Adios.